Host Sean Don. Man, we rolling solo tonight. You are watching Put You On Podcast, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I want to plug Lock Life. I want to plug Lock Life Dread Hut, one of our sponsors. I want to plug the Forum Magazine and Don Diva. Man, we got a good show for you this evening. I'm rolling solo, but I'm happy to be here. It's actually good that I do roll solo sometimes, so I can kind of give you a feel of my brand and what I'm selling outside of having someone here all the time. I kind of want you to feel my energy and feel what it is that I'm selling. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not selling anything, but you get the point. We got a great show for you this evening. I got some wonderful topics I want to touch base on. Some good current events, man. There's been a lot of things going on. There's been a lot of things going on, not only in my own personal life, but you know, just through the world, through current events and sports and everything. But when I come here, it's kind of like a reset. You know, this is actually something that I love to do. I don't do it because I don't have anything to do or I'm trying to reach financial gain. It's just something that I love to do. It's like a release for me, right? I look forward to coming here every Tuesday and talking to you guys and giving you the rundown of what's going on in the world, you know? Of course, I love to have guests, but sometimes we don't luck up enough to be able to have somebody with us. So you gotta bear with me tonight. I want you guys to give us a call. Give us a call, man. I have to open up the phone lines tonight. A few of my questions and topics requires you guys input. I would love to have your input. It's I can handle it by myself, but hearing your point of view is everything. So the number here is 313-355-6018. Again, 313-355-6018. Please give us a call and tap in with me, man. Even if you just call for a few seconds to give me your point of view, man, on one of my topics. One of my topics being tonight is there's been a lot of talk going around about Jay-Z and this whole interview for, would you take an interview with Jay-Z or would you take $500,000? So what this means is, if you take the interview, that means that the knowledge and wisdom that you would gain from talking to Jay-Z would be worth more than $500,000, where you can just take that information, get back out here, apply the information, and become a winner, right? Or would you just take the $500,000 and get out here and make it work? What would you do? I've been hearing about this for quite some time. This hasn't been the first time I've heard someone ask this question, but they recently got an answer from Jay-Z. Jay-Z was interviewed by Gayle King yesterday, and she asked that question. And Jay's answer was, take the money. You know, Jay said Jay definitely said take the money. I guess he feels like, you know, you taking the money is a lot worth more than sitting down with him, right? But I will let you be the judge. I have an audio here that I'm going to play. You check it out.
There's something interesting online, Jay. I'd love to hear what you think about this. If you had a choice between getting paid $500,000 in cash or lunch with Jay-Z, which would you choose?
You gotta take the money. What I'm gonna say? Yeah, I mean, everything that I'm gonna say.
No, only because people say, well, of course you take lunch with Jay-Z because the wisdom that you would get from him would be so beneficial to you. There would only be a matter. You would take the money.
Yeah, because you got all that in the music for $10.99. That's a bad deal. I wouldn't tell you to cut a bad deal. Like,
I don't
take
know.
the $500,000. go buy some albums and listen to the albums. It's all there. If you piece it together and really listen to the music for the words, for what it is, it's all there. Everything that I said was gonna happen, happened. Everything that I said I wanted to do, I've done. And there's the blueprint. The blueprint.
There's something interesting online, Jay. I'd love to hear what you think about this.
Catch that whole interview on YouTube. Just type in Jay-Z and Gayle King. I'm pretty sure the whole interview will pop up for you. But I'm saying, there you have it, man. Jay said himself, man, take the money. I'm not going to tell you to take a bad deal. But it's very interesting that he said go listen to the music. And as a follower of Jay-Z for over many, many, many years, yes, in his music, he kind of gave you the blueprint of how to be a winner. It may have been his way of winning, or what he saw fit for himself, but take the 500K, start off with reasonable doubt, and let it ride. He said the CDs is what, $10.99, you know what I'm saying? So what, you go spend the $200 on CDs, $150, $200 on CDs, which doesn't cost. We're not even in the CD era. You know, you can download the albums you can stream the albums for one price, right? Listen to the music, right? That's a very, very interesting answer, coming from somebody like him. You know, he said, man, listen to my music, and I gave you the blueprint throughout my music in all these years. So what he's saying is throughout all these years, he wasn't gaslighting us. Like, I've been a fan of Jay-Z from Reasonable Doubt, In My Lifetime, Hard Knock Life, the Black Album, the Blueprint Gift and the Curse. Man, you name it, man. I've been the follower of Jay-Z for quite some time, and yeah, Jay gave us a lot of game. You know, interesting. Rick Ross says that he would take the meeting. You know, it's interesting. You know, Rick Ross is a very interesting dude. He said that he would take the meeting. I have an audio I would also like to play for you when Rick Ross gives his response. Here, check it out. We're gonna let the ad run, but then we'll get back. But Ross said that he will actually take the meeting because the knowledge that Jay's going to give you is so valuable that you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? So check it out.
For the dinner with Jay-Z, I'm gonna take the dinner, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Paid $500,000 in cash or lunch with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Which would you choose?
You gotta take the money. What I'm gonna say.
Urban Legend with Levins, you know what it is, bro? Less 100K or dinner, taking the dinner.
In 08, before I turned in my second album, I had a meeting with Hov. We went to lunch. Philippe Chow, Manhattan. The chicken, the orange chicken on the stick with the peanut sauce was the vibe at the time. Let me cut through all the conversation.
Right.
He said, Rose, verses writing to every beat you like, write to every record you can make work. He told me a quick story about Big Pimpin'. I said, okay, bet. So I went from writing one record to every 80 beats I like to writing 40 records out of every 80 beats I could make work. It took me to another level as a writer, another level as an artist. The amount of work I was putting out was next level. So you gotta ask yourself, are you ready to digest the knowledge, or you just wanna look at this watch at the table?
All right, man. So in my opinion,
What do you think, man? Please give me a call, 313-355-6018. What would you do? They're obviously two wealthy brothers, individually wealthy, self-made. But what would you do? I mean, shit, I don't have nowhere near 500K in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I can do with 500K. Or maybe you think you know what you can do with 500K. I had some money in my day, and it didn't work out for me. You know what I'm saying? I tried to open up businesses, invest in this, invest in that, and it didn't work, you know. But if I do sit down and have a dinner with Jay-Z, and I leave the dinner with no money, but just a word, I still gotta go home and figure it out. Right? I still gotta go get some money, you know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z is big boy talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, his girl just brought in like over 500 million. She did a world tour for over 500 million, bro. I'm just saying, like, this dude doesn't have any money worries, right? He doesn't have a issue with money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that 500K ain't nothing to Jay-Z, but it will be everything to me. Rick Ross is speaking from a standpoint of his own views, right? When Rick Ross had, okay, check it out. When Rick Ross had that interview with Jay-Z, he was already up. He was able to sit in a room with Jay-Z, right? He said during his first album. He said it was during his first album, he had a chance to sit down with Jay-Z and talk. But by the time Rick Ross had a chance to sit down with Jay-Z, he was already up, right? And then he gave us the indication that he was already getting money, right? I seen the interview with Rick Ross. I seen his Drink Champs interview today. Shout out to Drink Champs. He was saying that when he met DJ Sam Sneak, he was already in the 500 bins, right? So he indicated through body language and everything and facial expression that he was already getting money. He was already making money. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to sit down in a room with Jay-Z, which means he already was financially situated at that time. He may not have been as wealthy as he is now, but at that point, he had his deal already. You know what I'm saying? His first album was doing well. I don't know if it had dropped yet, but it was expected to be what it was. The Port of Miami, I remember it. It's a classic, hands down, right? But what would you do? You know what I'm saying? If you like me and you on your grind, man, and you out here every day and you trying to figure it out, what is a meeting with a wealthy man gonna do for you? We need that cash, bro. I need that paper, bro. Like, yes, I'll take the money and put the money up, and then I'll come sit down with you. Then I'll sit down and listen to your music. That's a hell of a resource, because you think back on Reasonable Doubt, you know what I'm saying, on politics as usual, you know, 10-inch green light spinach, pop wines, that's vintage. It's a lot of big money in my sentence. Shit, man, Jay-Z was talking that shit. And that's in 95, 96, right? He gave a lot of game. So, man, what would you do? You know, give me a call, man. 313-355-6018. 313-355-6018. What would you do? Would you take the 500K, or would you have a meeting with Jay-Z? Would you be comfortable just sitting at the table with a billionaire, taking a couple pictures and admiring him? Or would you take that money and get to work? But if you don't know what to do with the money, it's gonna leave you soon as you get it. You know how he is with money, man. You know what we do, bruh. Man, we take some money, man. The first thing we do, man, is go buy some TVs, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time it's a Black Friday, man, you know what I'm saying, the first thing that we do is go to Best Buy and buy a TV. We got a house full of fucking TVs, you know what I'm saying? But we'll go to Best Buy and then we'll buy a brand new TV, a few inches bigger than the last one, right? And then we'll buy some furniture, and then we'll buy a car, and then we'll buy a rollie, and then the next thing you fucking know, we broke. You know what I'm saying? We'll go shopping, buy a bunch of outfits and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, man, we'll be broke, man. That 500K will turn into 100 so fast. Then don't fuck around and then need a place to stay. All right? You been went and found you. You know what I'm saying? When it got you a crib to stay at, but if you're not generating any more income to pay for that crib, you're gonna be fucking broke. So if you're gonna spend $100,000 on a crib, right? Okay, now you have $400,000, right? Then you don't want to spend money on you don't want to spend $100,000 on materialistic shit. right? You went and bought you a car, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other, bought, you know, took care of your mama. Okay, so you done bought you a crib for $100,000, then you done went and bought your mama a crib for $100,000, right? You done bought hers first, all right? So you went and got your mama got your mama $100,000 crib, you got yourself $100,000 crib, and it's funny, me and my brother was talking about this, and then your pops like to fish, right? So he need a boat, right? So you gotta get your dad a boat, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying, you gotta get your dad a nice boat. Now you got $500,000, right? So you take $50,000, then you go get your dad a brand new boat. Okay, it's cool. Then you gotta pay somewhere for you to dock the boat, right? So that's a membership fee, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that the boat stays in great condition, is being taken care of, is docked in the wintertime if you live here in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you live somewhere like Miami or California, you still have to pay for that space. It's not free, right? So then you got annual fees you got to pay for to dock your boat. Then you got homeboys, you know what I'm saying, they need theirs, right? Then you got your girl, you know what I'm saying, she need hers, you know what I'm saying, you got to get your girl tight. Your girl ain't gonna let you spend no money before you spending on anything else anyway, right? So you gotta go get her draped, you know what I'm saying? She needs some money, she need a new wardrobe, she need a car, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put her some money in the bank account. Okay, man, you had $500,000, bro. You at about $200,000-$300,000 now, right? Okay, cool. So you ain't did shit for yourself. You ain't did nothing for yourself. So now you got about $200,000-$300,000. You done took care of your mom, you done took care of your pops. When think about sis, and when think about big bro, you know what I'm saying? They need shit too now, you know what I'm saying? Whether they need money or a new place to stay or whatever, you're gonna try to take care of the. You ain't have no money, bro. Like you feel like $500,000 is a lot of money until you get that check and then you start diving into it, right? At what point do you say, you know what, man, I gotta flip this bread, bro? Like, man, I'm running around here spending money like this shit gonna be around forever, bro. If I don't find something to do with this money, I'm going to be broke. I'm gonna be broke. I ain't gonna have no motherfucking money. This shit gonna be gone. Now Pops, he's spending the winter time on this boat. Mom got the marble kitchen, you know what I'm saying? She got the big kitchen with the countertop in the middle. A marble counter. She got a broiler in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? She got everything she need, you know what I'm saying? You done got sis straight, you know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend leaning on her, right? You gotta get that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He family too. You gotta get him straight. He gotta get straight or he gonna stress your sister out, right? If you give her some money, he gonna want some money. He gonna want to lean off of her, right? You give your sister 70,000, 80,000. She gonna get this nigga 10,000, 15,000, right? Okay, so now you done went from 500K and you done tried to take care of people. You didn't do nothing for yourself, and now you down to 100, 200. Now you gotta try to flip this shit. You ain't did shit for yourself. You really want a Rolls Royce. You really, there are some things you really wanted for yourself, man, but I mean, a Rolls Royce is a $500,000 car. Man, look. Your ass gonna be driving a fucking Cherokee. You might better go get you a Cherokee for about 60,000, 70,000. Okay, cool. You don't want to bought you you needed a new car. You don't want to buy yourself a car, all right? Okay, cool. You only had $200,000 left. All right, cool. You don't want to spend 67,000 on a car. All right, cool. So now you at 125.90. You know, went from $500,000 to $90,000. You ain't investing in shit. You ain't did nothing, right? Because everybody knew that you had this bread, right? Like, let's be for real. Let's make it make sense, right? So now you got about $90,000 in your account. You know what I'm saying? Don't have children. Oh my goodness. Don't have children. Your baby mamas, they gonna eat your ass up. Okay, cool. You done went from 90 to 80. Ugh. You done went from 90 to 80. You done spend 10,000 either catch up on child support, pay for this baby, pay for this baby. Make sure they straight. Okay, cool. You bought 80,000. So you done went from 500. You done went from 500 to 80,000 like that, and everybody else happy, and you ain't did shit. You ain't did shit to make sure you stay at 500 or you're going to make more, right? So now it's time to invest now, right? So with $80,000 left and you want to continue to have some money, what you gonna do? Okay, $80,000 is not a lot of money. You ain't even bought yourself a crib. Ugh. So with about $80,000 left, you probably have to finance you a house because mom got hers. She happy, dad happy, sis happy, your woman happy, your kids happy, baby mama's happy. Everybody happy, everybody winning, right? But you ain't did shit for yourself, right? And you looking at your crib, you got the crib, you looking around, you like, damn, I gotta have 500,000, nigga. I ain't bought me, I'm. Okay, so you go finance a crib, and you go put it. You say, man, well, I need some big boy shit, bro. I can't lowball myself. So you go out to West Bloomfield somewhere, you know what I'm saying? You go out somewhere far, man, and try to get you a nice, decent crib for your children and for your old lady. Cause your girl looking at you like, baby, you done had all this money. You don't expect her to still live here, right? And she balling, she Gucci down, you know what I'm saying? She driving good, you done bought her, you know what I'm saying? She winning, right? She having a good life, right? She got wearing a different Gucci bag every day, all that shit, right? But she coming home to the same crib every day, and she looking at you like, okay, when we moving? You're like, okay, I done had 500K, but now I'm only at 80. I can't afford to buy the house that you want us to live in, but we can finance it. So I'll put 25,000 up. You know, you want $1 million house? I'll put 20,000 up. You know, all right. So you done went from 80 to 65. You have 500. You done went from 80. You done went from 500 to 65,000. Taking care of everybody else. You still ain't invested nothing. You still didn't do anything to make some money. Okay, you sit down with your homeboy. Excuse me. You smoke a couple blunts. You say, man, I gotta spend some money. I gotta invest some money. He talk you into open up a restaurant or some shit, or a barbershop, or the things that we do, right? But my nigga, you was at 500K, bro. So really, is taking that 500,000 really worth it? Or taking some gain from a billionaire to where you wouldn't need 500K to get you on your feet. You just need to be able to have the mind state to make the right moves. So where when you get your hands on some change, and you might not even need 500,000 to be able to make you a move. You just need the game to be able to know what to do when you get your hands on some money. Cause say if you only had 100, say if you only had 50, 60, or 70, with the right mentality, you'll be able to flip that. You'll be able to flip 60, 50, 60K to 100, 100 to 2, 2 to 6, 6 to 6 to, you know what I'm saying? You can go up, you know? So I guess at the end of the day, it depends on your mind state. You know, it's a very interesting topic, you know. With that being said, I don't know what I would do. You know, I would have to sit down and talk to somebody personally, you know what I'm saying, to actually figure out, yeah, you could take the money, but by the time, either people gonna hate you and you have 500,000, or you're gonna hold on to this 500K and chip off of it. Because if people start asking you for shit, then you say no, then they're gonna hate you. They're gonna call you greedy, they're gonna call you selfish. And you're gonna lose family and friends and everything like that. I seen a video of Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry said that his first year, when he said he went from being broke to having $1 million. When he got his $1 million, he went broke because he felt guilty. He used the word guilty. He said he wasn't taking care of people, right? So he said he went broke, taking care of people. And then the following year, when he had got some money, he went broke again because he still felt guilty. And his analogy was, if you have a boat and your boat is only capable of carrying 2 people, but you got 5 to 10 people that want to go, he said take those 2 and then come back and get the 5 when you can. But if you try to put those 5 into addition to 2, that's 7 people on the boat gonna sink before you even get to where you gotta go. right? So I felt that analogy. You gotta be careful we gotta be careful with money, man. You know, $500K is not a lot of money, but if you get the opportunity to sit down and have dinner with Jay-Z, I'm pretty sure that he'll be able to give you enough with the right questions, because you can't sit down with Jay-Z and talk about albums or talk about Beyonce, bro. Like, you're not sitting down to give him props and tell him how big of a fan you are, right? You're gonna need some game, you know. So listen, man, you are watching Put You On Podcast. You are watching us live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. Man, we kicked off a really, really good show tonight. We talked about Jay-Z, man, meeting with Jay-Z for or would you rather take $500,000? So what would you do? Give us a call, man. I am accepting callers. I would love to hear from you. 313-355-6018. Again, give us a call at 313-355-6018. I am very comfortable in this space, and I'm happy to be here for you, man. That is a really good topic. I don't even have an answer. Usually I'm good with answers, man. I'm usually intelligent enough to be able to know what I'm going to do off top. But that one, I don't know, man. That's a tough one, man. We're going to move on. Let's move on, man. A group of women on Facebook created a list of places to not take them on a first date. What is acceptable? You meet somebody and you're into them and you want to try to get to know them. But what is acceptable? I want to read this list to you. Here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on the first date. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me with my list. All right, it's 28 places. I'm gonna read them off really, really fast. I need you guys to call in and chime in. Ladies, let us know what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. We got the Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, or sporting events. Oh my God. Dog, that's 28 places to where they're saying taking someone who you don't know is unacceptable. Then where in the fuck do you want to go? I mean, what do you want? You want, that's a lot of places, right? So what's acceptable? Getting to know somebody. I noticed that in this list, they didn't say anything about going to a park, sitting down, having a talk. It definitely mentioned not having drinks. It definitely mentioned a coffee date is not acceptable. People have great conversations over coffee. It's not alcohol driven. It's like taking somebody to Starbucks. Man, meet me at Starbucks real quick. Let's sit down and kick it for a minute. What's wrong with that, right? I definitely feel like your house is not a good idea. The gym, they're not a good idea. Definitely not family functions. Your family don't even know this person. You know what I'm saying? So she may not even be ready to meet your family. She may make it awkward for you. Definitely not a nightclub. You don't want that. A sporting events, man. I think going to a game is a great way to break the ice. Especially if she's into sports. Like, for example, if she's into the Pistons and the Pistons is having a good season, and you see what she got going on for the night, and ain't much going on, and she don't want to go to the bar. She don't want to go bowling. It said bowling, bro. I thought bowling was a great date night. You know what I'm saying? I might be old school. You know what I'm saying? But based off this list, I don't know where to take you. Right? We probably just ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because what's acceptable? Eddie V's, Ocean Prime, Benihana's not expensive, but what, you want to go to Benny? You want to go to Benny's? You know what I'm saying? Like, it mentioned like that going to dinner, like it didn't mention the certain types of restaurants that's acceptable, but it did say Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, and Chipotle. Hey man, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, man? Give me a call, man. 313-355-6018. What do you think, bro? Like, is this list some bullshit, or what if your woman is a church going woman, was raised in the church, and say, hey, why don't you come to service with me? I know it's a place where we might not be able to get to know each other, you know what I'm saying, at the service, but I think it's a good icebreaker, you know what I'm saying? If she's into the Lord and you're into the Lord and you go to church together, man, and you sit down and listen to a good word, that may lead on to good conversation, you know what I'm saying? We can go to church and then go to dinner after church, right? I may not be into meeting your family, you know what I'm saying, at church. I don't know. But here's 28 places where they say that they do not want to go for a first date. You definitely don't want to put somebody in a car and take them for a long drive. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of awkward, because you'll run out of things to say. You run out of things to talk about. You'll look up and it'll be an awkward silence, and you got a whole stranger in the car, and you're just meeting each other, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. Red Lobster got that all-you-can-eat shrimp for the, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they got the $20 crab leg special, you know. When a baby girl say, I like to eat crab legs, and you like, well, shit, let's go to Red Lobster and get down on some crab legs and have a good conversation and a drink. Is that a bad date? I don't know, man. You let me know. I definitely think taking somebody to your house on the first date is not a good idea. If you're trying to give off the right impression. I don't know, man. It's just one of them things, man. Buffalo Wild Wings. People don't like Buffalo Wild Wings. I actually like Buffalo Wild Wings, man. They got about 20 different flavors of wings. I'm a chicken wing guy. I like wings. If you like wings, man, we can go sit down, get down on some wings, get as many as you want, and get some cheddar fries. You know what I'm saying? And we can have a really, really good time and talk and kick and get to know each other. It might be a sporting event on TV or something that we might be into together. Where do you take somebody? If this list is valid, then where do I take you? All right, ladies. The ladies who created this list, I think that they kind of like pushing the limit a little bit on what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I would like y'all to ease up a little bit, because, come on, man. Like, I mean, where you want to go? You want to go out of town? That's like I said. You want to go to Eddie V's? You want to go to Prime 112? You want to just talk on the phone? So give me a call, man. 313-355-6018. Where is a good place to take somebody on a date? These ladies gave us a list of 28 places that's not acceptable for a first date. A few of them I do understand, but for the most part, man, I ain't feeling that shit, man. I feel like that shit is really making it hard on a common man, a working class man, a respectable man who is just into you, don't know anything about you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know anything about me. Like, where am I supposed to take you? Like, where do you want to go? I mean, food is always an icebreaker, you know. And if you don't want to, if you don't want to eat, you know, like, you don't want to go to the movies, man. When I was young, the movies was always a good place to take somebody, man. You want to go to the movies? Man, I done had many movie dates in my life. You know what I'm saying? If she don't drink, man, which one? You want to go out for pizza? It's food. Or don't take her to fast food chains. Where do you go? You want to go hoop? I always thought a sporting event was a good deal, because, like, you're spending at least an hour, 2 hours quality time with this one person, right? You're at an event, you're having a good time, and then they have their they got their halftime. You can walk around, you can see different things, you know. You can have that time together. What about concerts? I think concerts is a good deal, but it may not be. What if it's not concert season, right? What if it's What if it's a time where the next concert won't be for months? You know what I'm saying? What you do? You gonna put your date off for a couple months until the concert come? I always wanted to go to Top Golf. I always thought I just want to go to Top Golf. You know what I'm saying? But what if she's not into golf? I think that as a people, I think that we are being too hard up on each other. I think ladies, y'all need to lighten up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think social media and what we see through social media and the life that other people portray to have is something that you feel like you're entitled to. You know, that you done messed around and came up with a list of unrealistic things to do while on your first date. I think it's very unrealistic. Ladies, give me a call. Like, please give me a call. Call in 313-355-6018. What is an unrealistic date? Or what is realistic? What is acceptable? What's not acceptable? I'm damn sure not taking you to the mall and buying you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know you. What you want me to do? You want to go? You want a purse? What you want me to do? You want me to take you to Somerset and buy you some shit? Oh, that's the first date? Like, nah, man, I don't expect you to take me out and buy me anything. I'm trying to get to know you. I don't mind spending no money. I ain't saying take somebody out and be broke. I ain't saying go out on a date and take a nice young lady, man, and then get somewhere and act like you ain't got no money and you can't spend no money. I mean, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But it is different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, call me up, man. Let me know how you feel, man. I personally want to be put in a situation where the person I'm taking out is so into me, she don't care where we go. You know, long as it's not a situation to where I'm trying to get some, or you know, I take it to the house, man, and just sit on the couch and just chill, or you know, I guess it depends on the woman, bro. Like, even if you did take a woman to the house and chill and cook the dinner or something, and went to the store and got something to drink and just laid back and kicked it, it don't mean you're trying to get none. You know what I'm saying? Or what if it's cold outside? What if it's snowing outside? We in Detroit, right? The winters are brutal here. What if it's minus 10 degrees outside and you met somebody the other day, y'all had a couple conversations, you want to link up with her, and she works a lot, you work a lot, but on this day y'all both are off, and it's too bad outside to be taking somebody in minus something degree weather to go do something, right? What do you do? What do you do? She want to get with you, you want to get with her. What do you want to do? Say we're gonna wait till the springtime, or you want to just FaceTime each other? Like, that ain't it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think bowling is always a good icebreaker. And I can't even bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a bowling guy. You know what I'm saying? I throw gutter balls all day. Sometimes I can get the ball down the lane. Sometimes I can't. But when we laugh, we have a good time. You know what I'm saying? The shoes is ugly, but you know, she out there throwing the ball, man. You laughing, you clapping it up for her. She clapping it up for you. You know, you might be able to grab something to eat from the bar, snack bar, whatever. I mean, you can really have a good day, and you can really get to know somebody's sense of humor, conversation. You see if she's athletic or not. You know what I'm saying? You can get all that off of one day, man. So I would encourage my people to not be so hard up when it comes to meeting new people and where people should take you or where they should not take you. Like, man, you could be broke as hell yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got all these stipulations on what somebody should be doing for you, man. Like, I think that we really need to bring it down. We need to get our mind right. And that doesn't mean that you're lowering your standards. But again, you know, based off of this list of 28 places to not take a first date, where do you go? What's acceptable? You know, so great topics, man. 2 great topics, man. I'm really having a good time here, man. I'm really, really comfortable. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm so relaxed right now. Man, I can't complain, man. This is a good moment for me, man. Like I say, I do this for the soul, man. I do this for my spirit, man. It's helped clean me up, man. So when I leave here, I'm feeling really, really good about myself, and I'm happy that I have you. I'm happy to tune in. I'm happy that you tune in and you put you on podcast a chance, you know. Speaking of that, let me give my station ID. You are watching Put You On Podcast, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. I've noticed that maybe it's the algorithm, maybe it's based off of what I'm going through in my personal life, but I noticed that relationships end. You know, 6-7 years go by, man, and your spouse may see something in you that she may see something in you years later that she don't want to be a part of anymore. Like, man, like, I speak on social media so much, man, because social media plays like such a heavy role when it comes to the battle of the sexes, man. It's like we can't win together. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like people want something that's not there, or they get an ideal of thinking they can go have something better, and we're all guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and play victim or play like I'm not a part of it. I just recognize what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I want to ask you guys, at what point in a marriage or relationship do you feel like you need to go move on and get something else, or it just doesn't work for you anymore, or it's boring? You may have been together for some time, you may have moved in with each other, you may even have offspring. Like, at what point do you say, you know what, nah. People start looking at each other different, obviously, right? People start looking at each other different. You're not as cute as you was in the beginning. You're not as fine. You may have picked up a couple pounds. The sex may not even be the same. But what keeps us together? What keeps these relationships together? I'm from the old school, bruh. I'm from a day and age where mothers and fathers and grandparents stayed together for 50 and 60 years. My mother and father been married for like 46 years or some shit like that. Don't quote me, but they've been married for a long time, right? I'm 40 and they was married when they had me. So yeah, my mom and dad been married for about 46, 47 years, man, strong. And my dad, he takes care of her, and then she has a role. You know what I'm saying? She take care of him. That doesn't mean that I haven't watched them go through things over the years, but the value of being married the standard was higher than it would have been in them separating. They didn't want to separate the family. They didn't want to break up the family. No matter what dad was going through and what mom was going through, they just they didn't feel the need to separate. I've even seen them sleep in separate rooms at times, but nobody ever moved out. You know what I'm saying? I seen the highs, I seen the lows. Man, these days, man, people just look at each other and be like, you know what, man? I don't like you no more. Or go on social media, man, or at work, there's always somebody at work, right? Somebody telling you something that you want to hear, or giving you the attention that you're not getting at home, but you don't see them all the time, right? You're not in a space where they get to see you when you ain't feeling like it, or you see them when they not feeling like it, right? I mean, sometimes people bring their problems to work, but for the most part, everybody don't bring their problems to work. People like to go to work and be happy, get through the work day. So it's some fake shit. People give off being somebody that they're not. You know what I'm saying, in the public, and then you go home and then you back to your regular self. And if like you give energy to people at work that you don't give at home to your spouse. You be at work happy as hell, yeah, laughing. You don't never laugh, but when you go to work, people make you laugh, right? And you go home and you like, And it's like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? At least when you come home, can you at least act like you was acting with them niggas at work? Because I want to see you in that space. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you give me that energy? But they're not going to give you that energy because it's different, right? They see you every day. Your jokes ain't funny, right? And if your jokes ain't funny, you're not going to get the response you gave dog at work. You know what I'm saying? So, a common man's perspective, like, I'm getting to the point where I don't even want my woman to have a job, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't give your woman a life, you're going to get cheated on anyway. Because if you at work all day long and she at the crib wondering, then what's going to happen? Eventually, you're going to get cheated on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, the game is just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, man. I think the game is fucked up, man. I believe that that us as males, us and females, I believe that we hold each other to a standard, an unrealistic standard. I believe that giving up is easier than what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, my nigga, your girl can go on Instagram, man, and she can indicate that she's not happy, and it's 20 guys, man, that's been waiting on her to say something. You know what I'm saying? Is that to put something in her story? She can simply say in her story, "Enough is enough. I'm out this motherfucker." She say that, man. She gonna have 20 guys in her inbox, man. Like, "Oh, baby, I love you. I'm with you. What's up? Hit me up. Let me take you out." You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Waiting on you to slip up, bro. You know what I'm saying? She can easily go do that. You know, it may not be as easy for us, you know, as a high value man. You know, so some women may respond to that, but really, that's just some weak shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's some weak shit, man. I think that takes away from the value of holding on to your marriage, holding on to your spouse. I think it takes away the value of sticking it through, you know, going through the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, you say through the ups and downs, and when you make your vows, you know, to death do us part, through sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that comes along with that. No one marriage is perfect. No one relationship is going to be perfect. Like, you're not going to have 10 years of a perfect relationship. You know, I just want to encourage you to kind of just stay in there. You know, take what you can take. You know, I'm not saying be disrespected. I'm not saying be cheated on in your face. I'm not saying allow your spouse, man, to do certain things in your face or behind your back, and then you be cool with it, and then you get over it, and then you just say, "Okay, tomorrow I love you. It's okay." Like, you know, I think mental health takes it's a lot of that going on with the situation. You know what I'm saying? With men and women. I encourage marriage, man. I encourage people stay together. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of children that's raised in single parent homes, different men and women running in and out of their life. You know, that's not healthy for children. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big advocate of stability, you know, but when do you feel like enough is enough? That was the point of me bringing this topic up. You know what I'm saying? Forget my personal point of view of what I experienced. What do you think? Do you think that you're supposed to just experience what you experience and have a good time, and then once it's over with, right? Or do you hang in there, you create good memories, and you build your family up, and you stay at it, you know? So, man, give me a call, 313-355-6018, 313-355-6018. We don't have a lot of time left. I have had a wonderful sit down here. This gave me the opportunity to kind of just get it out, you know. Granted, I look at certain topics throughout the day and try to figure out what my show ideas is going to be about and what direction I should go in for the night. I think these 3 topics has actually hold weight. My brother sent me a video real quick. My brother sent me a video about women being under spiritual attack. I would like to play it for you, and you let me know. You let me know what you think. You know, I think this young lady, she made some good views. She made some good point of views, man. And I want you to hear it, and I want you to respond to it, whether you call or you respond to it through the comment section, or just send me a DM, man. I'm interested in your point of view. Listen to this.
That women are under spiritual attack.
Female representation today is trash. Matter of fact, it's below trash. It is a dumpster fire that a bunch of hobos had a circle jerk over. Mainstream media and government give us extremes like Pearl, who is an Uncle Tom to all women, or Jada Pinkett Smith, who is literally the epitome of female narcissism. Where we do have intelligent women like Candace Owens, they only put their little puppet in front of our face where it furthers whatever agenda her sponsor is trying to promote. Cardi B literally took a dump on Instagram Live alive, and we laughed this indecency off. Kim K sucked her way to $1 billion bandwagon just so her and her plastic husband-hopping sisters could collectively make us feel physically inadequate. So we're perpetually chasing this bad bitch image, which, by the way, got every single one of them dumped, divorced, ditched, or cheated on national television for our viewing pleasure, by the way. And if that's not bad enough, you turn into the VMAs, where every female performer is reciting slut rap half naked, scissoring their counterpart or twerking on stage. The only feminists that do gain any traction are bull dykes that hate men while simultaneously trying to look like one, or transgender women who are attempting to eliminate the classification of women while bashing men, introducing this new form of misogyny that I can't even begin to wrap my fucking head around, all under the guise of fake tits and wigs. And to further that ridiculousness, they give Bruce Jenner the Woman of the Year award, where he goes on stage with the stick and berries still flopping around under his ball gown to tell women the biggest challenge they face is figuring out what to wear. Not unequal pay, sexual harassment, domestic violence, or victim-blaming rape survivors. No, it's what Skims to pair with your ball gown. Are you fucking kidding me? And then the women who do represent us want us to idolize transactional sexuality in the name of empowerment, just so they could turn around and worship a former incel proclaiming himself an alpha male because he worked out and made some money off of a podcast. They'll pass on a good man who's romantic, respectful, emotionally intelligent, all because they're equally yoked him in way of finances, which, by the way, is a right that we fought for, just so we could turn around and demasculinate men on the premise of their fucking wallet. Make this make sense. And all of this is at the hands of mainstream media and American government propagating women to such a deplorable point that the genders are now divided. We have eliminated chivalry, romance, and practical gender roles just so we could double down on the slave force and destabilize the American family, turning everybody into a never-ending ATM that they only withdraw from until we shrivel up and die on a fixed income that couldn't sustain any remnants of a happy and healthy life. Tell me what I missed. Tell me what I got wrong.
Ooh, man, that shit was heavy. That was heavy. Outside of her talking about a podcast host, I think she hit it dead on, man. She was dead ass, man. You know, I don't have a lot of time to actually get into, get my point of view about that particular video. But hey, man, you heard it. The Detroit Lions, man, took an L. The Detroit Lions, man, they're doing well. But we took an L. We took an L this last Sunday, 6-38. The Baltimore Ravens took us down through there, man. So we are 5-2. Yeah, we won 5, lost 2. We still have a great season in front of us. Keep your eyes out for the Detroit Lions. We got the Pistons season coming up. Man, that video just got me. That video got me wired, man. I done watched it 3 times already, you know, and man, I feel like she's right, man. I said it, bro. I feel like she's right. I feel like going into my Boss Your Life Up segment, and I'm going to segue my Boss Your Life Up segment off of that video. I'm going to say that we have work to do, boys and girls. I'm going to say that we need to be kind to each other. We need to learn how to love each other. We need to learn how to respect each other. Respect your spouse, man. Respect your spouse, man. We have to learn how to communicate. We need to be able to have a conversation. We need to learn how to have uncomfortable conversations, right? Because having an uncomfortable conversation in a peaceful manner, you can get a lot out. You can get a lot of understanding, right? I am a strong advocate for therapy. I feel like, yes, we need therapy. I feel like every relationship today, every relationship or marriage, even if you're just girlfriend, boyfriend, I believe that we all need therapy. We all need to sit down with a counselor and talk it through and try to figure out how we can get past the blind spots of us being in a relationship or us being married or whatever, you know. that is my Boss Your Life Up segment for this wonderful episode of Put You On Podcast. You guys, I had these topics just had me talking, man, and I really enjoy myself. I'm going to drop our station ID before I get up out of here. You are watching Put You On Podcast live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other type of social media platforms. Please, please, please like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. I am nothing without you. I am nothing without you. I appreciate the views. I appreciate WJZZ and the time that they give me to come here every week and do my thing. And I will be back to you next week with another great show. Hopefully I will have a guest. If not, man, we're going to kick it again like we did tonight. I love you all. Y'all stay peaceful, stay blessed. Enjoy the rest of your week. One love.